Dumela Vakayesu to my brothers and sisters in Botswana, Kunjani, to my brothers and sisters in South Africa, Makadini, to my brothers and sisters in Zimbabwe, to my family, brothers and sisters in Zambia, to my friends in Kenya, the rest of Africa, and indeed the diaspora, welcome. Today, I just wanted to share something that is on my heart, considering the fact that we've actually covered quite a lot so far. Today, we are actually now doing part 10 of this series that we have started, How to Build in Zambia While We Are Living in the Diaspora. But before I crack on, please remember to click that like button, subscribe, and smack that bell so that we can grow this community. And I really do appreciate everyone that is supporting this community. So far, we are growing slowly. And remember, I know that I'm actually keeping an eye on that. And thank you very much. At the moment, we've got obviously the web, we've got a YouTube channel that we are sharing this information. And we have started as well a Facebook group of how to build in Zambia while you are living in the diaspora. And I ask friends, everybody that is actually part of this community, feel free to join in and share your experience. Everything that I've been doing, everything that I've done so far, I've actually learned from my friends. And I am hoping that we can all do that. Encourage, share, and learn from one another. Some of the best practices that you have encountered, some of the pitfalls that we need to be aware of, please, let's share that information. Hey, this is why we are here on this planet. Let's do that. So today, I just wanted to start, under the same thing, how to build in Zambia while we are in the diaspora. And I thought to myself, do we really need the whole full amount that you may need? If you know your house is going to cost 600 grand to build, do you need 600,000 kwaches to start building your house? Or half, whatever. I would say, I want to hear what you think, guys. And I will share my story at the end, but I need you to interact. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you've done. Tell me how much you started with when you started building, those houses, that flat, that house, that farmhouse, or whatever you built in Zambia. How much did you start with? Did you have the money? I think my opinion will be, you really don't. All you need to do is have enough to buy a piece of land. And if you are in the diaspora, I'm sure you probably have seen from the interactions that we, from this show and from the people that we brought in, Joe Malama, they actually talked about how much a plot will cost. And this has flexible payments. You're looking at about 50 grand Zambian kwacha. And if it's 50 grand Zambian kwacha, they will help you and facilitate that you get your you get your title. So I think, it's doable. If you are in the diaspora and you are committed to it, you find that it can be done. But I think the most important thing for me, what I think are, if you want to start building in Zambia, the most important thing that you should have is actually a dream. Dream it in your mind. Dream it and a vision that this is what you want. Once you have that, embrace it. You embrace that and start working on that dream consistently, not giving up, you will find that whatever you dreamt will come to be. That's what I think. So, and the next thing that I think, which is really, really important, is basically to have the know-how of how you are going to do this. And I want to try and engage with you guys how we can do this. A lot of people will say, well, you know what? I don't have money. How am I going to do this? How am I going to save it? There are so many ways you can actually raise money to keep on building. One of them, of course, is you have to be saving. I know it's quite difficult, but there are times in when you are in the diaspora, when things are actually good. And this is the problem that I find, that sometimes when things are going very well for us, we actually tend to forget about projects such as this, such as building back home. And you think, oh no, I will stay here. I will be, I'm just gonna go retire here. But hey, that's another story for another day that I want to try and have a conversation, which we need to be realistic about, and see whether that's actually, it can work if you can retire in the diaspora. So we'll discuss that. But so as I was saying, so sometimes we shouldn't wait until things turn, because life is very unpredictable. Today you might be on top, tomorrow you find that things turn around and you'd never expected things to turn around. But if you have a place to go to back home where you say, you know what, I just, the stress, I can go back home, you will be at peace. But I think that's really important that we try and look at that. So when you are doing well, please remember to actually engage into that project that you're thinking of. I was talking to my daughter today, and she actually said to me, she heard somebody said that ideas have a shelf life. And which is certainly true with obviously what we are doing. So if you have that idea, and if you're thinking, oh, I'm gonna build when I have saved so much money and all that, you find that time keeps on going, and we're not getting younger. And by the time you realize, oh, let me go and do it now, find that it's actually too late. It's actually too late. So when you have that idea, don't wait for money. And I would say, to me, what I would say is, whatever you have, start building. I was actually thinking about this thing so much. I said, even if you were in Zambia, when I was building the last project I did, which I finished in 2019, and COVID came, so we couldn't continue doing other things. So when I started building the project in Zambia, which we built 3 flats, 2-bedroom and a 1-bedroom flat, so 4 flats altogether. So when we started building this, one pocket of cement was about 68 kwacha. And I was thinking to myself, you know what? If I was in Zambia and I know the effect of inflation on these commodities, I would have been buying a pocket of cement every day. Oh, sorry, every month if I can, or 2 months, or every every month or every week, whatever, whenever I have a money. Because you find that actually you could store value in your pocket of cement. Because at the moment, I hear pocket of cement is about probably 120, 140. So it's actually doubled. Now, if you are in Zambia, your salary will not have doubled by 100%. So you find that it becomes so difficult and it is the same here in the diaspora. Inflation is actually now in the double digit here in the UK, 10.1. I never thought I would see that. But you will find that if we delay, it will be impossible for us, even us, to actually start building. So let me tell you, and this is what it is. If you plan something, if you think of it, if you dream it, how you do it, the money and all that will work, things will work out. And that's why I would say, for me, I would say you actually don't even need to have the full money, full amount, or how you don't even need to know how you're going to raise that money sometimes. When we were starting to build, I had to make sure that I signed, I asked our children to sign on the drawings, each of them, 3 of them, and my wife. And I said to them, we don't have the money, but we are going to build these flats. And we did that. By God's grace, we were able to finish building while in the diaspora, while in the UK, 5,000 miles away from home, and that was finished. But one thing that I would say is credit goes to the people on the ground that I had, my brother in marriage, my father-in-law, families from both sides, my wife, my family side, were fully engaged. I was receiving video report every day on everything that was happening, every day. And I have those videos, and I was able to interact as if I am there. And this is what you could do. And this is what could happen. And I've said this before, your network is your net worth. So have those relationships, which I've shared before, and you will find that things will work. But I want to hear from you. Do you really think you need to have all the money? If you have built already, how did you go about it? Looking for money and all that. How did you do it? How long did your project take? I want to hear from you. God bless you, and I'll see you in the next video.